This evening I'm here in Turin, Italy, and I've got to get home, but first I'm going to be having a bit of a look around Turin before going into Turin airport, boarding my flight back to London Stansted, and I'll show you how to get here from Turin to Turin airport. I'll show you around Turin airport a bit. And yeah, that's basically this video. There's still a bit more time before I need to be heading back to the airport though, so I'm going to have a bit of a look around the city. I'm currently in the main railway station here in Turin. I've just got off a train that I was on for like 2 hours and 20 minutes, which, yeah, really taken it out of me. I'm quite tired now. I'm actually going over to have a look at the Lego store quickly. I won't show you too much of that because this isn't a Lego channel. I'll show you a little bit and I'll show you some of the other shops around the area. Got to cross this busy main road first. Also, yeah, I will have to use the metro the way I'm going to be getting back to the airport, so I'll show you that in a bit, because earlier I walked, but it's dark. I'm not really in the mood for walking now. What the hell happened to that bench? I'm sure I walked past this like 6 or 7 hours ago. That bench was fine because there was loads of pigeons here. Gosh. Anyway, actually, I think Turin looks really nice at night. I don't know why. It's something like all the lights and things. Yeah, it just looks really nice. Gonna head over to this Lego store, like I said, but I think there's some other shops and buildings around here, so I'll have a bit of a look at that. I don't know what there is to see in Turin in the evening. I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel like. I think it's about an hour and a half until I want to be heading back to the airport. Look at this botanicals display. This is all made out of Lego. Yeah, it is. I'm not going to touch it. They've actually built in a set to it as well. That is really cool. Lego store all checked out. Quite a good little Lego store actually. I say little, it was really big. Made a little purchase in there. Can't really buy that much because of my luggage allowance, and they didn't have that much that I was going to buy. This looks to be one of the main shopping streets. It's really nice down here. But yeah, it turns out I don't know what there really is to look at night. I don't really know what there is to look at in Turin in the daytime. I know they've got like a big Fiat museum thing, I think. I'm not too sure, like the World of Volvo is in Gothenburg. And I would have done that. I'm not sure what the main tourist things to do here are. Gonna nip into Carrefour quickly, grab a drink. I'm very tired. I think I'm gonna start heading back to the airport quite a lot early, because I've not done everything. I've not done really anything in Turin, but it's getting quite late. I sort of got an awkward time, as in I didn't really want to go back to the airport this early, but I haven't really got time to go off and do anything else. So yeah, I'm going to start my journey back in case I get delays. Don't want to be missing my flight. Going to get on the metro here in Turin now, so head down here, Porta Nova station. I need to go to Porta Sousa station and get a train to the airport. But yeah, I've got 3 hours until my flight, so this is quite early for me. Porta Sousa is there. I'll just check the other side. Do I need to be over here, maybe? For trains to Porta Sousa. Yeah, this one. It's coming up, so head down here. Perfect timing. Oh, okay. Better go this way. Porta Sousa, as the train just said, so I know how to pronounce it now. So now I'm at Porta Sousa. That was Metro Line 1. I just tapped in and then I'll tap out here. So yeah, that was nice and easy. This is where the airport trains go from. So I just need to touch out of the metro and then go and find a train. Where's the touch out things? Do I just walk out? But then I'm worried I'm going to get charged. This one got touch out. Right, well apparently I don't need to touch out. I just googled it. Asked Gemini actually on Google because I didn't want to get like a fine. I think it's just a flat fare of like €1.70 and that's why you don't touch out. But I don't, to Aeroporto 1947 5 platform 5. Where is that? Platforms 2 to 6. This way. Footbridge. Problem is, 1947 is about now. The train was right down that end of the platform, and I was down this end. I tried to run, but it wasn't going to happen. There's one in 2 or 3 minutes from platform 6, so another rush. Yeah, there might not be much of a view out the window. Managed to get on a train, didn't take too long. It's just nearly 8 o'clock now, so we'll be back at the airport about 2 and a bit hours before my flight, which is about perfect, I'd say. It's on the safe side, but yeah, it's better to be safe than sorry. Got these weird leather seats now. It's giving me, well, flash blacks and flash forwards to Ryanair in a bit. Here on Trenitalia, it's only the finest first class with their sun visors. Very comfortable seating here. Off the train, and I followed signs to the terminal and it brought me here. If only I'd have done that the other way round. Yeah, this morning I had a nightmare trying to find the train station, which is in my part 1 video essentially. Partenze and departures this way. And exactly 2 hours before my flight, here I am in Turin airport. Always a lot of cars in airport terminals for some reason. Oh, what's this one up here? That's quite cool. As always, from this point, not going to film because I think Italy might be the same. Sweden, very hot on the case. Filming anywhere near security, so I'll see you once I'm through security. Lancia Delta Evolus. Oh, I'm not going to try. That's quite a cool car. That's another cool car. That's where I've been today. Bardonecchia, which is quite a long way on the train, I must say. And straight into duty free. This is a different brand of duty free. This is Heinemann. I think I quite like this one. It's better than World Duty Free. I don't like that one. Rather annoyingly, the McDonald's is landside, and they don't tell you that until you get airside and you can't actually go back. But they've got nice windows so you can see people eating the McDonald's that you were planning to get, because it makes it look, it says it was on first floor of departures, and normally if something's in departures you mean after security. But anyway, I don't know what the logic is there. Yeah, just this is my rant over now, but make your McDonald's entrance airside, sorry, after security. I've decided I only like Scandinavian airports, I think now. Like, there's barely ever anything open. It's mostly the same around Europe, and it's only like Scandinavia that gets it right. Maybe Barcelona as well, but that's such a big airport, so you almost have to make an exception because it's like one of Europe's largest. Oh yeah, here's your tour of Turin Airport. What's this? Oh, Venci. This looks like a chocolate shop. Premium chocolates, I think. Yeah, it's all things like that though. There's no actual like food. Oh, and that's passport control, which no doubt I'll have to go through because we're going to the UK, which is lovely. I've no idea where I can get a bit of food. I mean, there's a premium chocolate shop and a coffee shop. Let's have a look at the great food offering. such great... Oh, what's that? Is that egg? Wow, you can get a pack of biscuits. That is quite cool. I've never seen that before. In a vending machine, that is. I've seen a pack of biscuits. Oh, that's quite a good menu. But it's shot, obviously. The only decent place. They do like sandwiches and stuff. WH Smith. I'll go in here. I don't want to go there because that's the exit. Although it would get me McDonald's. That's a window. I'm quite tired. I was nearly about to fully walk into that. So it says proceed to passport control. I found my next problem. There's not one passport control here at Turin, there's two. So which one do I proceed to? There's one down there, or there's the other one. And also, Ryanair says it's gate 37, but I don't think this airport has a gate 37, so it's obviously not that. I think I'm going to go to this other one because it looks busier, and that seems like good logic. And I know the Bristol flight, which obviously Bristol's also in the UK, just left from gate 6, so I'm going to make an assumption and head down to like gate 6 way and go through that passport control. For the first time ever, I've actually been allowed to use the automatic gates. Normally, because I'm under 18, I'm not allowed, but it's 14 there. So I use the automatic gates, and you have to go get your passport stamped anyway, and they still have to scan it, so it kind of defeats the object, but still nice to be able to use the gates for a change. Being like a UK citizen since Brexit and everything, you haven't been allowed to use the gates, and they've started doing it again. And for under 18s, it's pretty much unheard of, so that's really good from Turin Airport. And I'm part of like the last 3 people to board. I didn't want to be joining the queue. People have been queuing up like 40 minutes. I know the plane was over like Switzerland and the first couple of people were in the queue, which always makes me chuckle. I don't always like board last, but when it's like this and I can see it, I was sat right by it. Yeah, I've done. I'm getting on this bus anyway, so I've only been waiting at the bottom of the stairs. Waiting to get on the plane. I did think I was going to be at the back, but it looks like it's one of the bigger ones because it's got the exit there, so I'm not right at the back. I'm row 33 though, which is normally the very back row, although I think I'll be able to move to a window seat if it's quiet.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has switched on the buses at this time. As well as some light up on the swimming cabin and schedule is still to your seat, we're reducing buses can be fast. One cannot stand in the cabin area and the incident will like to follow the captain is
really nice views over central London about 20 minutes before we landed, but I have now landed and I'm going up to arrivals, go and get my passport checked, and then I'll wrap up the vlog. It wasn't a bad flight, there was a bit of turbulence but nothing too bad, and we took a bit of a funny route sort of back over Cambridge before we landed, but other than that, no, it was quite a good flight. A little bit late into Stansted, but 10 minutes or something, so quite trivial, and at the end of the day that's not bad. One thing I will say, Stansted handles border control flawlessly. Like there's 32 e-gates, most people can use them. I think it's like UK, EU, Commonwealth, you can use the e-gates here at Stansted. They're very good at things like that. They're good at security here as well. For that side of things, it's a great airport. For seating and restaurants, I don't like it as much. It's got a lot of restaurants, just a bad option in my opinion, and they're quite expensive, and there's no seating. But yeah, for like handling things, Stansted's quite a good airport. That is the end of this short little part 2 travel vlog, and the only thing to say now is where next on the channel.